What's up, guys? This is Jay from the Crypto Arc, and I got some mass adoption news for you guys. Um, yeah, before I even get started with that, I just want to let you know this is not a financial advice video. This is just for entertainment purposes only, so please do your own research. All right, now before I get started with the information that I'm going to show you, let's start with this quote: My choices, my problems, my mistake, my lessons, my life. And this to me, this guy pretty much answered. Take responsibility and make your life what you want it to be. And for the past couple years, or I would say a couple days too, I've been going in this journey, which I didn't think it would be like spiritual and stuff. But I've been thinking more about my choices and how it affects everything else in life. And yeah, there's been unfortunate times where things didn't go well on my end because I didn't exactly plan it correctly. But understanding that now, I understand why things happen the way it is. I'm not gonna keep playing the victim mentality. Um, I accept the fact that everything that happens to me is really my fault, and that I also have the power to change things. All I gotta do is change myself within, and then everything else around me will change accordingly. And that is pretty much applicable to anyone. The whole idea of frequency, vibration, and energy, that stuff is real. Nikola Tesla was even vouching for it, and it's definitely something that you and I can tap into if we just have faith towards it and just explore the idea of it, and you'll find more and more of it, like examples of it as you go through in life. But you just gotta think about it. And I'm sure when you start thinking about it now, little bits of information will come to you. Just the whole idea of correspondence or law of attraction will just happen. As within, I mean, like, fuck, I forgot how that thing goes. Like, as below, something above, as within, something without. Fuck, no, just that shit is bothering me now. Hold on. Uh, as above, so below. Yeah, there we go. As above, so below. As within, so without. Yeah, think about that. Anyways, it gets to the Fed. What the fuck these guys are doing? Okay, so now the repo is now over 2 trillion again, and this coming Monday, tomorrow, this shit's gonna change. Whether it's going to be over 2 trillion again, if not below, but I don't see it making a big ass change. I think it's just gonna hover around the $2 trillion area, and this is very important for us to pay attention to because this does have gives us an indication of how fucked up the country is. I mean, a country, the economy is, because these guys will just keep on flipping shit and yeah, fuck shit up. And right now, I think real estate prices are going down. So there's those people that in 2020, when things started going up, they thought they made it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure with the raising in rates, they're having a hard time. Probably sweating buckets right now, if not even more. Can you imagine raising rates on a high priced mortgage, and your pay at work or your buying power just goes down, and your pay at work could be going down as well because there could there may be not enough business coming in. Automation could be brought in by the employers, therefore reducing the amount of hours for the human employees. Man, a lot of shit can happen, but it also depends on where you're working at as well. But yeah, overall, I do see homeowners are going to have a tougher time moving towards the fourth industrial revolution. But that's just my honest opinion, man. I'm not a real estate agent, but I do see all these different headlines and price people whining. So I'm pretty sure I'm on the right track here when I talk about that. All right, Dixie's up, so this is gonna put pressure in the market. Let's see, 10-year yield. I don't know why it's not showing any changes here, but it hovering around 3%, or yeah, I said around. Well, it's still kind of below. It's okay. As long as it stays in a steady range, it'll be fine. I mean, it gives the other indicators like a chance to shine. All right, and we have crude oil. It's kind of up, which is a good thing. This is a market positive for us asset owners of crypto or a bunch of other assets. So this is positive. However, with the other indicators involved, I I don't see crypto moving anytime soon or like making any big changes. And top of that, we're on Sunday right now, so nothing really happens on Sunday until later on in the evening when CME opens. So if you can see, Bitcoin here is just at around 30 grand. Um, we don't know what's gonna happen, but if it goes down, it could retest other lines. Like some are saying, 34,000 could be retested, and then it goes down again. And yeah, overall, I don't see us getting like huge pumps like we did back in like last year and 2020. Now is the time for them, or that time of the market cycle, for things to go down. People take profits and build with that shit. If you can see volume, not much. There's not much liquidity going into the market, so don't expect big changes, guys. Market cap barely any changes. Bitcoin dominance still 44%, but yeah, that can get affected. But overall, yeah, crypto right now is all right. No big changes unless you want to make those short-term trades. So if you are one of those people, which I've been doing as well, yeah, that's something. Looking at short-term timelines, like say the 4 hour, 8 hours, or maybe 1 hour, is going to be your friend. You're not going to be looking at a daily trend anymore like we did back in like 2021 and 2020, because around that time when the bull run was like on steroids, you could just basically put your money in anything and just sleep, and then boom, it'll go up. But now is that time where you have to be careful. You just gotta ride the wave on the way down. And yes, it is possible to make money. I still see people making money, and you know what? I have made some money doing short-term trades. So it is very well possible. Now, I'm not gonna give you any trades or anything because I'm not really good at doing TAs and charts. I'm just a beginner. So yeah, I'm not gonna give you any of that. Anyways, let's get some cool news. All right, here we have the ECB President Christine Lagarde saying crypto is worth nothing. Yeah, if it's worth nothing, how come you're using it? And they're also working their way in regulating it. Yeah, so you can't really trust this person, because this person's a lizard. But yeah, here's another one. Ripple CEO meets Georgian Prime Minister with awful human rights record. This one's pretty funny. All right, so they met up in Davos. Davos is basically where the World Economic Forum groups up, and they basically talk about shit that they're gonna do to us and how they're gonna cater us, or cater the sheeps, herd the sheeps towards the fourth industrial revolution. But anyways, this guy, I'm not sure if it's this guy, but this guy named Iraqi Garibashvili, Prime Minister of Georgia, whose government has a spotty human rights record and a demonstrated hostility towards LGBTQ rights. So, yeah, I find that very funny, because if this guy really hates the LGBTQ people, I can only imagine those guys or girls, non-binaries too, to have a harder time acquiring XRP. Imagine those guys have XRP and they can't use it because they're gay. Man, that'd be so funny. But anyways, yeah, this meeting in Davos, guys, and the fact that Ripple is at Davos, flirting with the World Economic Forum, means they have a big role in this fourth industrial revolution. So even though the price of XRP right now is like fucking tanking back in 2020, like almost the same price back in like summer of 2020, that doesn't mean that it's useless or something. But oh yeah, just recently MoneyGram hopped out of XRP or Ripple, and now they're with XLM, or Stellar Development. So that is pretty huge news as well. But in terms of Ripple and XRP, I have seen a document where it states that XRP was more designed for wholesale. They're more designed for like the banks moving big money around. So XRP is definitely not going to die, especially when it's involved in the fourth industrial revolution. And is Ripple is also like in cahoots with all these big banks, so there's no way it's gonna lose, man. All right, and a job posting from Ripple hints at its plan for expansion in India. And it's not just India, man. So, but right now, yes, they're expanding to India. India has like over 1 billion people, so imagine all those people going to be acquiring XRP or using whatever Ripple will be using. So, yeah, that's definitely going to put a lot of use cases towards XRP. Because still, right now, Ripple and XRP, even though they're separate companies, XRP is still Ripple's native token. And I remember last year, Ripple was making movements in around like Malaysia, Thailand, basically fucking moving money there and building the infrastructure so that way all these banks can communicate together using the new tech. And yeah, that's it. That's all I have for the Ripple people. Now let's get into some other cool news. So aliens may be woven into the fabric of nature and even ourselves. So basically, this thing is talking about these things right here: microbes that eat, eat or produce electricity. Where does it say that? Hold on. Something about electricity. Where does it say that? I can't find it. Okay, you know what? Let's use our head here. Electricity. Oh, okay, well. Oh, there we go. So, this guy named Kenneth Nielsen at the University of Southern California found a certain kind of bacterium that eats and breathes electricity. That's crazy. So, moving into the fourth industrial revolution, where electricity or energy is going to be a huge thing, I do foresee them mass producing this shit, so that way they can produce electricity to fund or to power whatever. It could possibly be your car or little fucking hoverboard, whatever it is. But yeah, this is pretty cool. Another thing to note that is that we humans, we are electromagnetic beings as well. And I'm not sure if you've seen The Matrix, where they basically herded, herded, or herd all the humans into these pods, basically putting them into deep sleep, putting them in the metaverse, and then at the same time they're harnessing their their energy, their electrical energy to basically power themselves up. So yeah, I find that kind of funny, kind of related towards that. But yeah, with all these things happening when it comes to like Elon Musk putting Neuralink inside our brain, them putting microchips inside our body, that way they can track us, and they say it's to our benefit. I think it's bullshit. There's some hidden agenda behind it. So this is pretty cool. I do see them just using it, and then after that they're gonna be like, oh, you know what? These bacteria, they're not producing as much. We need a bit bigger battery source or some sort. That's when they're gonna start putting humans in there. That's just my opinion, guys. All right, and here we have Instagram pushing the ideas of using NFTs, and this is huge because Instagram's following is big. Instagram is owned by Facebook or Meta. So yeah, Facebook's going to be using NFTs as well. That's already guaranteed. Whatever Facebook owns. And yes, NFTs is going to be the future. Everything's getting tokenized. There's no escape, man. If you don't understand NFTs now, then I highly suggest you start learning about it, because everything is going to be turned into an NFT. Whether it's your test for students, it can be an in-game item, it can be a digital real estate. So like if you're someone that created land, let's say the sandbox, or let's see what else, or you have maybe an NFT within the Cardano ecosystem, like space tokens. Space tokens is a pretty cool project, man. You get to own a planet, And then within that planet, you have different lands for you to explore, and then basically you can find monsters and find materials there for you to build something. It's still in the process of development right now, but yeah, it's gonna be the future, man. This whole idea of the metaverse is gonna be huge because basically it can only be stopped by our own imagination. Whereas things on Earth, there are still some places where it's not covered yet, or we may not have discovered yet. Still huge, but you know what? It's still limited because we don't have access to certain places. Because yeah, they fucking close that shit. Especially Antarctica. I don't know why we can't go to Antarctica, man. Crazy shit. Maybe they're hiding something in there. Maybe aliens are in there. All right. So crypto is now accepted by one of Brazil's leading real estate companies. Wow. Imagine buying a house or maybe a mortgage using crypto. That is pretty revolutionary right there. How can you purchase something with an asset that is also a currency? It's kind of weird. But yeah, for us humans, it may get confusing if you use different assets that go up and down. But that's what CBDCs are for, stable coins. It's for us humans. Because, it's going to get confusing for us to be like, oh, it's worth 0.0015 Bitcoin. Oh, okay. What's the price now? I mean, like, how much is the value now? Oh, I don't have 0.0015 Bitcoin. I have 0.00145 Bitcoin. But I do have this amount of Ethereum token. Maybe I can combine both of them so that way I can pay certain something. See, if those processes or that train of thought was occurring in that person at that time doing that kind of purchase, it's going to be annoying. Imagine a lineup of people having to do that. Imagine those lineup of people, let's say they have the same exact amount of Bitcoin that they have to buy something, and then all of a sudden while they're lining up, the price of Bitcoin goes down. They're not going to be able to purchase that shit. So that's going to be fucking annoying. So what I do see is that in this new economy, robots, drones, AI even, are going to be the ones to be using these volatile assets because they're going to be the ones with like a computer inside their head to be able to calculate all this shit. They could maybe possibly do short-term trades while they're in the doing some other activities that could distract them. Us humans, we can barely do that because we have a short attention span. But with AI, or like a fucking supercomputer, they can do that shit. And that's just speculation. We're not entirely sure how these robots are going to work, but I have seen an increased amount of robots being used by food companies. Just a couple of weeks ago, I was at the spa, and then all of a sudden, I'm being followed by a robot that like shows a smiley face and talks to me. It's crazy, crazy stuff. And I've seen other restaurants too having a little robot deliver food around, and it talks to you too. It's crazy. All right, and here we have Chipotle now accepting cryptocurrency payments at U.S. locations. Damn. So now, yeah, without a doubt, man, crypto is gonna be a thing. And if you're not a believer in crypto yet, you will be. You will, because everyone else is gonna be using crypto, and then you're gonna be like, "Oh my God, I'm not using crypto. I'm gonna be left alone." So you're just gonna be like, "Oh, what the fuck? Is Ethereum really worth that much now? Yo, shit, I'm gonna die. Oh shit, yo. This is not good, man. I made a position in Ethereum around 1765. Now it's 1811. Motherfucker. You know what? My liquidation is around 2000 or 2100, so I think I'll be fine for now. Fuck. Oh my god, just fucking go down, man. I want to take profit already. But anyways, guys, that's all I have for you. So if you're gay, don't have XRP because most likely you won't be allowed to have XRP. Okay, that is the big message behind this video. Don't be gay if you want XRP. That is all. Take care.